Hello from ChiNature.com, this is Mark Josie. Today I'll be doing a review on this rifle here. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a close look right now. This is the Air Arm S200 Target rifle. It comes with a target sight, but I replaced it with a scope because I am not very fond of those sights. So yeah, I'll put them on when I really feel like it. But take a close look at the wood stock, which I just waxed, and it's really nice wood. It's also very light too. This rifle is super light, and it's chambered in .177 caliber. So you can see it's a single shot load style, not with the magazine. So that's one very big difference from the other Air Arm rifles. And also I like the brass, little brass ring here on the air tube. This is a PCP rifle, and it's a very high-end rifle, air rifle. Yeah. So, and here on the muzzle brake, you can slide on the target sight as well, which the gun package came with, but I took it off. Okay, the other side. This is the rubber pad. It's very nice, rubber, non-slip. And also you see the texture here on the grip makes it feel so comfortable to grip. And this is the bolt. You have to cock the gun by doing this and then pull the bolt backward. And here the breech is where you load the pellet. So basically pull back, put the pellet in, shove the bolt back, and then you can fire. So it's a single shot. It's very safe. You won't be like misfiring or whatever. And also there's no air gauger, so you cannot see how much air is inside the air tube. Okay, so basically a brief first impression review here. This rifle, I just got it yesterday. So on top of my other Air Arm rifles, I find that this is very unique. One thing I really want to modify is to add the repeaters thing here to make this a 10-shot repeater. Because loading a single shot with a scope on is very problematic. Sometimes my finger just jam in here, and then when I drop the pellet in, the pellet just kind of flip the wrong way, and then you need to take it out and then put it back again. So it's kind of silly, but I don't really like single shots, so I would prefer to have repeater style. And also, because you have no pressure gauge, the air gauge here, you cannot see how much air is inside the tube. So if I calculate, it's about like 40 or 50 shots that I'm gonna get out of one full fill, then I will buy maybe like say 3 or 4 mags of 10, and then after I finish the mag, I know that, oh, I have to refill. So that's one way I can know how or when I should refill the air. But without that, you basically have to keep shooting until you reach a point that you feel the shot is getting weaker, and then you stop and go refill. So that's kind of something I don't like about this model. But other than that, everything is very nice. Not to mention that the accuracy is of course top notch for all Air Arm rifles. And also one thing to note is that the bolt here is very different from the S400 series. So let's take a look right now close up at the bolt. I'll cock it once to let you see the action. So let's see. Here you have to go up, and then see with just one pinky here you can already pull it. It's cocked now. You see how little force it takes? I've just used one pinky and it already cocked the gun. So now you push it back and then you can fire. So there's no pellet inside. You can hear the sound. Very loud, but anyway. So yeah, it's very loud and pretty loud for a quiet place. And there's no safety. You see right here, this is not the safety. So there's no safety on the gun. Basically what you do is just, because it's a single load gun, right? So you fire off the pellet and then you know there's no way that you can misfire another shot. Whereas for the repeater, you really have to make sure that your magazine is not there or the magazine is empty before you actually put the gun on safe or whatever. So it's kind of pretty safe right now, so you don't need a safety. So that's one thing. The bolt here is also black, and when you feel the texture, you can kind of feel a little bit of texture here. It's not really smooth, so I think they put that kind of finish on to make it more non-slip or something like that. And of course, it came with the dovetail mount, so you can mount your scope. Here I put a very nice Hawke mount, Hawke brand. So yeah, I like this one because it's very easy to adjust and also allow me to shoot in a shorter range. Anyway, so one thing also to notice is the wood stock here. If I go like this, you can see a little bit. You see this here? This is a step down from here, a slope up like that. This part is a bit less fatty, so it really gives you the feeling when you hold the rifle like this. It tells you where to hold it. It gives you a very good marking. So whenever you take the rifle, you hold it, it feels just right. Now, after I talked about the bolt, right? Let's take a look at the Air Arm S400. 410, sorry. This is the Air Arm 410. Just take a look right here. Okay. Of course, you can recognize the Air Arm typical magazine for the 400 series, the yellow. Okay, the 500 is black. So yeah. One thing you have to know is that I have a magazine here, so it's really dangerous. But now I'll cock the gun and let you see. The first thing I notice is the bolt here is silver and it's smooth, not textured. And the next thing is when you put this up, you see the resistance I get from it? See? A very snappy motion, right? It's very snappy. And then when I need to cock it, okay, I'll use the pinky again, okay? And then you cannot cock it with the pinky. You have to use force to really pull with the whole grip. And you even have to use the thumb to put it on the other side to make sure that you didn't mess up. Okay, good. Now my mag is out. Hey guys, so you can see the action here itself. It takes a lot of force to just pull it back. And then you hear a very clear click right here, click like that. And then you can cock the gun back. Okay, so there's a very big difference, and also there's a pressure gauge here that shows you how much air you got here. And not to mention, not to forget that the tube here is shiny blue steel finish. The other one, this one, the S200, the tube here is matte and kind of not very shiny and glossy, so it's a big difference. And also the cap here, the little cap, it's not very, like, what I say, it's not solid, but it's kind of plasticky. And also, this is metal. The muzzle brake is metal. But this thing here is kind of plastic. And not very cheap plastic though, very good plastic. And also the bolt is very nice on this one. So I can't really complain about the single shot because they make the bolt to function or at least operate smoother than the S400 series for some reason. So yeah, this is very nice, and in my opinion it's very sharp shooting and very cool, very light weight for the wood stock. So this is my result from the first day just zeroing my scope, and this is my final that I got. So let's take a look. This is my first zeroing session. And then I move on to double tap it. Okay, and once I get the hang of it, I shoot this to try my targeting, whatever. Yeah, so, and here, this is my final test. This is 3 shots of .177 caliber, all in the same hole, about the same hole. And I shot from about 20 feet. Using a rest, and it's very common that you can see these kinds of results with an Air Arm rifle. So I'll be doing some other shooting tests with the rifle later on and show you guys how it performed. But today I'm just doing a review of this rifle. Okay, so I'm just doing a plain review and also showing you guys around and see the difference between this and the S400 series. And of course also if you compare this to the biathlon series, it's very different with the bolt design and all that. But yeah, so basically you get to see around this thing. And if you want to buy an Air Arm rifle, I suggest that this should not be the first rifle that you should get. There's a couple reasons. Because if you get into PCP rifles, you want a rifle that has the pressure gauge, so you can check how much air is inside the gun. Because of your lack of experience, you're not sure when you should fill the gun up again. So that pressure gauge is very useful. And also the second thing is, I find that the air tube here, when you're trying to unscrew the cap, okay, I'll do it one time here. When you're trying to unscrew the cap, it's very easy that you over tighten it before, and then it's very easy that when you unscrew the cap here, you will accidentally also drag the tube and unscrew the whole air tube out. So it's a very common thing. Oh, by the way, this is plastic. Yeah, just prove that it's plastic. And also here, because it's a 10-meter rifle, I think they are really concerned about the air quality. Let me show you this side. Pay attention to that little hole right there. Okay, do you see the hole? It's kind of covered up with some golden or yellowish color thing. Okay, that is a moisture filter. You fill from here using the Air Arm unique filling device, the filling probe. And yeah, so I'll show you right here. Look, this is the other S400. So this thing, you have no way accidentally unscrewing the air tube. And also, okay, take a look at that. It's like this. So this is one thing that is very different. Metal cap, and also the tube is secured and you have no way of unscrewing the tube by accident. So that's one thing very unique about that thing. And also the filling device, it comes with a filling adapter, but here I have mine that is modified with quick disconnect adapter. Okay, it looks like that. So you might have seen this in my other video, but I'll show you how to use it. So let me take a rifle. Okay, first you plug the thing on. You just insert it, and then it goes through the two O-ring, and you see there is a little thing here. Okay, you just push through that, and then now turn and lock it. So now it's locked, and then you connect this end to the pump and basically pump it up, vent the hose, and you take this away. Yeah, so yeah, slowly. Okay, good. So basically that's how you do it. And it is, I find that it is very, very hard to not move or wobble the air tube inside. And this thing is not something that is friendly for a beginner in PCP rifle. So I do not suggest a beginner using this. Instead, it's much better to get a rifle like this, the S410, because it has the pressure gauge. It doesn't move. The air tube here doesn't move, and also everything is like just right, and also it's not too sensitive so that you'll be accidentally doing whatever, and it has a safety, so everything you need, and it's very safe. And also loading a repeater magazine is easier than single load as well. So I suggest this one over that one for a beginner. But if you're into target shooting, then of course that is a good choice. So basically that's my review, little first time impression and review for this rifle, Air Arm S200. So thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye bye.